Hey everyone, Andrea from Summit Valley Soap here. I usually keep one type of sea salt bar in my Etsy shop. It's this eucalyptus mint, or sometimes I've done an herbal one, but I sold out of them recently and I got this beautiful feedback, so I wanted to try a few more because they really are fantastic. This one's called Salty Mermaid, and something I did differently is natural colorant. I infused some of my coconut oil with alkanet root. I just melted it down and added a couple teaspoons of alkanet root and left it in a warm water bath for a few hours, and this is how it ended up. My sea salt bars are a recipe of 80% coconut oil and then 20% of another oil. So I added the rest of my coconut oil to that infusion, and this time I did cocoa butter for my other 20%. Once it was all melted down, it turned this really rustic kind of red wine color. I add my fine ground sea salt directly to the oils before I do anything else, and I do 1/3 salt weight to total oil weight. I do stir it up, but honestly it's just going to end up settling on the bottom for now, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to add our fragrance. This is Saltwater Mermaid by Windy Point. It's a nice, mellow, kind of oceany spa scent. It's really, really lovely. Get my gloves on, and then we'll start adding the lye. And like I said, that sea salt's going to settle on the bottom, and salt bars can move real quick, so I use a manual blender rather than an electric one. And at first it's going to be really hard to mix this because of all that settled salt, but as the saponification process begins, it'll disperse in the batter and it'll get easier and easier. And it's also really kind of easy to fill trace because of that. I like to keep the trace as thin as possible, which can be really difficult with the sea salt bar, but I do think that manual blender really helps. The thinner the trace, the easier I can pour, and check out the color morph on this. We went from that purple to kind of that reddish color, and now we're at a teal. Really cool, really interesting. I'm gonna get it all scraped out here. And I'm going to try to smooth it out with the spatula, which is the absolute wrong tool. Offset spatula is what you want to use for this, which is what I did off camera, but you can kind of watch me struggle with it here. I always think it's funny. These will set up really quick, so just a few hours later I can come back and pop these out. I chose to oven process them just because I do oven process most of my soaps. And once again, check out this color change. We are back to purple. Gorgeous. Now you'll see all those flecks in there. I did not strain off my alkanet root. You could if you wanted to, but I just really love a speckled soap. And oven processing, again, personal choice. I tend to do it. Here is a little piece that did not get oven processed, and you can see it's more of that blue color. They're both lovely, so it really just comes down to what you like. If you've never tried sea salt bars before, they're a little different. They have this really rich lotion-like lather. It feels amazing. I personally love them. Now these will be available in my Etsy shop in a few weeks. I'm Summit Valley Soap, so be sure to check me out there. Thanks for watching me here. Like and subscribe if you don't mind, and you can also check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks so much for watching.